Welcome to r/marriage, a place for sharing the for better and for worse of marriage. Our next Reddit post is from Emma. My husband kicked me and our baby out. My husband has been an awful father since our baby was born. He struggles with everything, remembers nothing, and I have to remind him to change diapers. When I get mad that I have to remind her, he then taunts me by asking whether I don't want him to change the diapers. You guys get my point, right? 2 times he fell asleep with the baby and 1 time baby fell off. I blew up on him. He told me he is depressed and I told him that he needs to figure it out because I have postpartum depression too, but I am functioning too somehow without any support. I have threatened divorce and he has been criticizing me too. I was just done, and when our baby fell off I blasted on him and he apologized, but it's been so much. Well, this Saturday morning he woke up and called my parents in front of me and told them to pick me up. I was confused because I barely slept for 4 hours last night. Then he started packing my bags and told me to go live with my parents and take the baby. They will be better at helping me. He doesn't want to deal with me anymore. He kept packing and refused to speak with me. My parents drove 3 hours to get to our house and tried to talk to us. He basically told them that he is just done with me. He failed as a father and a husband and he is sorry, but I am their problem now. He doesn't want to deal with me. At least he was respectful to them, listened to them, but still refused to budge. My parents then asked me to leave with them and we packed the baby stuff. I am with my parents and I am still in shock about what happened. My parents told me to just take some time apart and see what happens. But I can't stop crying. What did I do wrong? I was harsh on him, but he did do stupid things. His mom called and we did talk. She told me that it's wrong for him to kick me out like that, but he is not listening to her as well. I feel so overwhelmed about everything. If you both own the house, why did you have to leave? He should have left. He is the one who wants to change the situation. You are entitled to stay in your own home. You don't have to leave just because he says so. The next Reddit post is from Connor. Would I be a terrible person for divorcing my wife because she changed her mind about having kids? Obviously, the post I made yesterday got a lot of responses. I haven't been able to read through a lot of them yet, but thank you to everyone who had some great suggestions. Also to the people who kept telling me that I really need to think before deciding to have kids. Well, duh, this isn't a last-minute decision. I've thought about the reality of becoming a parent ever since I got married. I am not giving up on my dreams cause I will regret that. Yes, I know parenthood isn't guaranteed, but I will never forgive myself for not even attempting to be a father. And for everyone asking, no, I wouldn't leave my wife if she was infertile. She's not, because that's a sad situation where the choice was not in our control. That's very different from straight up just not wanting to have children. I thought I might as well update people. I spoke to my wife last night and I told her how I feel, that starting a family was really important to me. Obviously, I made sure she knew I would never force her to have kids, but that I do think me and my wife need to have a serious conversations about the future of our marriage. I'm not going to explain the whole discussion. We did speak about divorce. However, she told me that she isn't opposed to having kids, she just likes the freedom of traveling and being free. But she did ask me to give her a year. Me and her will spend this full year absolutely living life to the fullest and going on all these adventures, basically cramming in 5 years worth of adventures into 1 year. And then once the year is over, she can reassess if she feels ready. If not, she said she will let me go and she won't keep holding me back from my goals any longer. But she said that she needs a year to really think about this to see if she does want to be a mother. Obviously, I did tell her that I really do not want her changing her mind because of me. Yes, she's my wife and she loves me, but I do not want her to change her mind because she's scared to lose me. My wife said that she's not closed-minded to the idea. Yeah, she currently is 100% sure she is happy being child-free, but giving herself a year to get all the traveling out of her system and also spending a year thinking about the idea might change her mind. But she did say that she will never force herself either. If by the end of the year she still doesn't want kids, then she will tell me. But for now, me and her have a year of traveling and adventures. I'm happy with this idea. Please remember this is her idea and I don't want to force her to change her mind. However, waiting a year is so worth it if there is even a slight chance I don't have to divorce the love of my life. Edit, I am not going to reply to the people telling me my wife is manipulating me. Nobody in the comments knows my wife. I am sharing an update because some people had great advice, but nobody knows my wife's personality nor do they know my relationship dynamic. I am 30, I can wait an extra year. This year of waiting is so worth it if my wife even has a slight chance of changing her mind. The conversation we had last night was genuine and I trust her, she trusts me. She gave herself 1 year too to change your mind. The next Reddit post is from Aurora. My husband hid that he slept with his best friend before we got together, and I don't know how to process it. I need outside perspective because I feel completely blindsided. My husband and I were talking about our relationship and I was using his phone when a conversation popped up between him and his best friend. I found out that before we got together right after his divorce, they had sex. I understand that this happened before me. I am not upset that my husband had a past before our relationship. What hurts is that he chose not to tell me. He told me they both agreed to ignore it and not bring it up. He specifically told her not to tell me. Meanwhile, he encouraged me to become friends with her, welcomed her into our lives and wanted her around our family. I built a friendship with her without knowing this important piece of history. We even recently helped her move across the country to South Carolina. We have talked about potentially moving to North Carolina and starting a new chapter for our family, and now I find myself questioning everything. Was that about us and our future, or was part of it about being closer to her? The part I'm struggling with the most is the intimacy aspect. She experienced my husband in a way that, in my mind, felt like something that belonged to our relationship. She has seen him naked, slept in the same bed with him, kissed him, and shared a physical intimacy with him that I always viewed as something special between us. I know that sounds emotional and I know she was before me, but it feels like she got access to a part of him that I thought was reserved for me as his wife. What hurts is that I wasn't given the chance to decide if I was comfortable having that dynamic in my life. I trusted both of them. I feel stupid because someone I welcomed into my life knew something about my husband that I didn't. I feel embarrassed that I built a friendship with her while they both knew this secret. My husband says he brought it up with her recently because he wanted to stop discussing it because she kept remembering it. He says there is nothing going on now, but I'm struggling with the fact that they carried this secret while she remained such a big part of our lives. I left the house for some space because I don't know what to do. Do I go home and try to work through this? Do I accept that it was before me and move on? Or is the secrecy and the fact that he encouraged this friendship the bigger issue? I would appreciate perspectives from people who have experienced something similar. I'm trying to understand whether my feelings are reasonable and what steps I should take next. Update. First, thank you to everyone who took the time to respond. Reading all of your perspectives helped me separate my emotions from the facts. He has answered every question I've asked and insists that nothing has happened between them since then. Without me asking him to, he told me he was going to end the friendship because he wanted to choose our marriage and rebuild my trust. He completely cut off contact with her. Many of you have said that what matters now is how he responds. He didn't deny it, blame me, or try to hide once I found out. He answered my questions, took responsibility for keeping the secret, and chose to end the friendship on his own. Thank you all for helping me process this. It's weird she keeps mentioning it to him. Was it a one-time thing? Were they drinking? That was our best of Redditor updates. And if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single